Hi everyone, welcome to an extrasolar planet transit lab. In this lab, you will learn how astronomers detect planets outside of the solar system using a transit method. By the way, the term extrasolar planets is no longer used. We only call them exoplanets now today. But in this lab, you will see that we are using extrasolar planets. To keep going, the lab has two parts. Part A is the lessons. This is similar to the scientific literacy that we did early in the semester. It's basically a slideshow with some calculation in it that you have to do. Once you complete this part, you will get 50% from the lab. Part B is the transit applications, which is basically a quiz. You will have to learn the calculation from part A in order to do part B, and once you complete of the question in part B, there's only two or three, I think, you'll get 50% out of it as well. The first slide in the transit lesson part will tell you to make sure that you have Flash enabled because we use Flash in this lab. You can click on this link and it will take you to Adobe website where you can check that if you have Flash enabled. If you have problems with Flash, please contact ASU help desk and they can help you with that. Slides 1 to 10 in the lesson will basically guide you to some information about the method, how it's begun, and it will ask you to make some guess. It will also make you watch some movies. On slide 12, the lab will ask you to make some hypotheses about the minimum and maximum angles, inclination angle of the planet to the star. It doesn't matter what you put in here, but make the best guess that you could do. You will be verifying your hypotheses later in the lab. Now on slide 13, you will have the simulations of the extrasolar planet and the host star. You can drag and drop and move your mouse cursor around to change the inclinations and the location of the planet, or you can use the scroll bar here to make the adjustments as well. But I recommend that you just put in number in these boxes. The easiest way to do this lab is to set the longitude to 90 degree, inclination to 90 degree, and the tilt to 0 degree, which will give you this edge-on view of the planet and the host star as you see on the screen. Then to check for maximum angle, you can slightly change the inclinations, typing it in a little bit at a time, like that. In some part of the lab, you will run into these hint button here. Make sure you click on this because there are a lot of information in these. On slide 22, you will be watching a video that will teach you how astronomer how we can calculate the size of the planet through the transit method. You may want to take a note on how to do this calculation because you will be using it on the next slides. Or you can click on the hint on slide 23, which will show you some calculation example here. From slides 32 to 35, you will be reading the light curve plot to do a calculations of the planet radius and mass. You will want to practice these and make sure that you understand how it works because you will be answering the same question with different number in the part B of the lab. One last thing that I want to point out is that you can click on these undo icon here at the top left corner and it will show you all of the slides that you have gone through. You can click on any of them to go back to the previous slide if you need to review. This functionality will also be available once you complete part A of the lab, and it will be very useful because you might want to go back and review the calculation for part B.